Squad, gang, gang. It ain't safe for the block, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the block, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the block, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the block, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the block.
Being a designer in LA, it's free, and there's so much going on in LA at once that there's so many different elements you can pull from. Driving is so influential in my design process. I spend a lot of time in my car, commuting. It's where I get my mind rolling. I don't know, I love LA and its dirtiness and its grittiness, like the atomic sunsets when it's just all smog, but the colors are so beautiful and so vibrant. Like when I think of LA, I think of like the Latino culture and like that hustle mentality, that really hardworking, and listening to tons of like 90s hip hop and just those feelings and the lifestyle associated with LA and Long Beach. All of the like the Virgen de Guadalupe paintings on the side of like liquor stores. They're on every liquor store, you know, as like a blessing to bring prosperity, and you know, that kind of working class art brings me back to kind of like my core and what I want to put out. Due to the negative social, political, and economic effects that the manufacturing industry have in other countries. So as a way to kind of stand against those practices, we've focused on creating things made in LA. I know a lot of people are looking to support local makers and local companies and companies that reflect the area that they're based out of, and so that's been beneficial because we are kind of contributing back to the community. So the whole idea behind the Girl Gang design, it was me talking to my friend Jillian, who's super talented, and telling her, kind of bringing that feeling of wanting to create this like group, this girl gang, this gang of girls ready to like fuck shit up, and you know, really bringing all of these people on the outside to the center and to the forefront. And once I met with her and we started talking about it, she drew up the knuckles. It really kind of captured the essence of Gentle Riot and the essence of what I wanted to build, and how I see all of the women that surround me is like we have this strong girl gang. And social media is huge for Gentle Riot. We've been able to really create kind of a visual marker of like what the brand is. You know, you can reach a lot of people in a lot of different places, and social media is just kind of that platform that connects you to people in Australia and New York, and it showcases who's wearing the brand. You can see who's looking at your stuff. You know, on the flip side of it, I think it's a lot of hype, and it's important to have a great social media presence, but I think sometimes it can kind of separate you from your actual customer or connecting with people on a face-to-face level. My name is Stephanie. I'm the owner of Gentle Riot, a weird girl streetwear brand based out of Long Beach. And check us out on Instagram at Gentle Riot.
We might die for this shit, nigga. Might go down for this shit, nigga. Gang, gang.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You know me, it's... I heard you don't believe in magic, but let me show you what I got in this bag real quick. Hold on, let me show you.
We'll let you guys prophesy, we gon' see the future first. We'll let you guys prophesy, we gon' see the future first. Living so the last night feels like a past life. Speaking of the don't know what got into people, devil be possessing homies, demons try to body jump. Why you think I'm in this bitch wearing a fucking yarmulke? Acid on me like the rain, weed crumbles in the glitter. Rain.
Now what you think?
Creating a concept with a brand is difficult, because the way the industry works is you have these fucking huge megaliths that have established themselves. But what ends up happening is you turn into a big brand is you start losing your ability to generate good ideas. And so what you do naturally as a big brand is you prey on all the little guys that are still in it at the grassroots level. They're still in the underground, they're not mainstream, and they're coming up with the newest concepts that nobody else is really thinking of at the mainstream level. And they poach you. You know, I think it was Drake who said something about you can do it first, but it doesn't matter, it's who does it better. So, you know, that's kind of the name of the game in fashion. Los Angeles is an environment where radical ideas or new ideas that haven't been completely accepted yet can be pushed around. Get something to catch on here in Los Angeles, there's a good chance that it can be accepted broader and throughout the world. So being in a place like LA where there's such a diversity of culture and beliefs and all of that, it's really the environment that allows you to completely be yourself. No matter how fucking weird you are, LA is the place to be. Graffiti has always, letters have always been something as far as an artist and an illustrator that I focused on. And like, you know, you don't want your logo to be too graffiti because it can kind of isolate yourself. It's like, oh, you're just a graffiti brand. So it's like, how do I maintain that uniqueness of a font like graffiti, but in a contemporary way where it doesn't have that just a street brand kind of feel to it. And coming around LA and seeing all the different artists and Retinas and the Folks and Sabers and all these guys had this crazy styles at the time. Those were huge influences on me and on me trying to develop like a letter set that was completely different. And the brand has always kind of been about symmetry. Like, symmetry is a combination of opposites, but in a very unified and kind of balanced form. You can see in the brand logo, I try to make it as symmetrical as possible. I also started shooting photos when I started the brand. I started a skate team. I film them, take photos, and that just kind of turned into a passion for me, a new creative pursuit. I'm very obsessed with, like, you know, the positioning of the photo and making sure everything's centered, or, you know, the shadows are right, and learning lighting, and making sure my coloring's proper, not oversaturated or too desaturated or too textured. And this has all been a learning process. You know, I've gone way out here, and then I've gone way out here, and then I've come back and come, you know, it's this constant distillation, refining process of everything that I put out there visually. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're causing nobody harm. And as a creative, this is how you become the most creative. You know, if you're constantly thinking about what's this person gonna think if I do this, or how am I gonna be judged if I do that, you can't be creative. There's no way. You're basically you're keeping yourself within the box that everybody else wants to keep you in. And creatives, the true creatives, they don't live inside, they're outside of the box. They're the fucking weirdos. They're the risk takers, they're the innovators, they're the inventors, they're the people that nobody else understands, but everybody else wants to be. The awesome thing about creating the brand was that social media was this, was an emerging platform, and it also allowed you to talk to a bunch of individuals you may have never come across, you may never cross paths with in the entire world, just based on having similar interests. And that was one thing that I knew, like, look, maybe if I'm gonna trying to get a percentage of the streetwear market in Los Angeles as a brand, that might be hard and I might not be able to succeed. But if I can get a small percentage, if I can build a niche market throughout the entire world, I don't need like a huge percentage of people throughout the entire world to be really successful. And social media created that platform. It leveled that playing field. But now, I mean, so you can go get you can build your own web store in 5 seconds. Squarespace, all these companies these days. You're no longer a slave to magazines, you know, TV, or these real kind of mainstream, almost kind of antiquated marketing systems. It doesn't cost money too, so it's like you're no longer subject to having to put out thousands and thousands of dollars just to get recognized. Frenemy's infancy, that was definitely the way we built the brand and we built the culture. It was strictly through social media. Anyways, this is Nick Frost with Frenemy. We're coming straight at you from downtown Los Angeles. Check for us. We ain't going fucking nowhere. Stay peaceful. Keep it positive. Make sure you spread love each and every day.